Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, just wet. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, just wet. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. 9 out of 10, roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice, send.
We are here in the lab. Coach Julius Hall, Walter Ray in the lab. The others are doing other things. They got other projects going on. So it's the two of us for right now. Some may come and join in with us, and that's all good. But
that's
then,
right.
But I got to let y'all know I'm inside the lab right now, and I'm in the lab, and it's a little warm inside here. So it's a little warm. So I think I got to take this jacket off. I gotta take this jacket off. Woo!
I knew I should have worn my stuff today.
Woo! It's all good. It is all good. That's right. So they will often be seeing this right here. Woo! I feel all good right now. I feel all good. In the house, Coach Julius Hall, Jamal Ture. Woo, 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 woo. Ain't nothing like it. This is the wonderful thing. I am not cool and relaxed in the lab. So
you ought to be burning up.
No. Heavens v. Jenkins High School. Home of the Warriors. Oh my God. I didn't realize what I had on. Oh my God. I didn't realize what I had on. I didn't realize it.
They say Hell v. Jenkins High School.
That's what the haters gonna say. And again, to all y'all checking out Ebony Sports Reporters. Yes, as always, we go and throw some remembrance out there, to Brittany Griner, who's right there. And some people are saying that this is an issue that is a gender issue right here going on. So, Coach Julius Hall, if she was a male, what do you think would happen, Coach Julius Hall, if she was a male?
I think that if she was a male, it would have been worse. They would have probably threw him under the jail. These players have to understand you go into a hostile country. Russia is not our friend. Ever since Donald Trump left, you can't get nothing out of Russia anyway. He was just using Donald Trump. Putin was just using him anyway. But I think if it was a male, they probably would have him in front of the firing squad by now.
They don't shoot them over not over the drugs, but then some going to say WNBA folks are saying, hey, listen, we know that if it was an NBA player, it would have been more outcry with regard to this, and so some of us still silent. But here, Ebony Sports Reporters, we are right here. HV Walker High School. See, that's foolishness right there again. See, they understand it's about the Warriors, but again, because they went to Windsor Forest, they can't spell. Because again, I'm not saying anything about people from Windsor. Is that some of the people from Windsor can't spell. That's all I'm saying right now. But now we move on to something else, because I know if I had the others on here, they'd say something. I got to throw a shout out to Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber right now has played a role in designing the alternate uniform for the Toronto Maple Leafs. What you think about that, Coach Julius Hall?
Is he going to start designing wedding dresses next?
Oh Lord.
I mean, what did Justin Bieber get off talking about? He's a designer now.
So he's a fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs, because I know on here when I bring it up, even like Coach Sam Carter, I said something. He said something about basketball playoffs. I said, but you got hockey playoffs. He's like, hockey, and they had some of the athletes around. They all talk about hockey. They're like, again, hockey. They're like, we just know Wayne Gretzky. I'm like, yo, wait a minute. So again, I was like, because I know how some of y'all are. Justin Bieber has gone, because you got other designers, other entertainers that get involved. So I thought it'd be fitting to bring this up tonight. Justin Bieber has designed the alternate uniform for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I thought that was a good thing, because y'all, because we got the Ice Pirates here. The Ice Pirates about to happen.
Well, let him come design the Ice Pirates uniforms then. I don't. I mean, where did he get off? He become a designer now, and that he's going to design. That's just publicity. That's a marketing stunt.
Oh my God! So if the Ice Pirates come to you and they say, "Hey, Coach Julius Hall, would you mind not giving us an idea on an alternate uniform that we can use?" Would you not go and get involved in that, Coach Julius Hall?
Of course, I would probably go and try to design one for him.
Right, okay. Why you keep doing? So we got Coach Rob DeLoach who has joined us, and Coach, it was hot in here. I had a jacket on, and so I had to get cool. I had to get cool. I had to like,
I didn't know Golden State was playing tonight.
No, they're not playing tonight, Coach. They're not playing tonight.
Oh, I was about to say the Warriors because of like blue and gold.
Savannah Christian changed their mascot name.
Well, actually, he got it from China, and they put the wrong one on there, so they had to sell it.
Oh, wow. We
say Raiders, but they made a mistake because the original dye for making that model was Raiders.
Oh.
So the Chinese still had the dye for that shirt.
He said the people had to die. He had people had to die. Lord. We will move on. Coach Rob DeLoach is in the house. Cam Newton, our home child, because Cam's mom is from Savannah, and I let y'all understand. Y'all gotta be respectful with regard to this right now, because these home people right here, his grandparents from right here. So again, Cam Newton and Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts on that? Because we know you got some thoughts on that right there.
You don't get a pass because you're from here. That don't give you a pass because you're from here. I think that that's Cam's preferences. He want a woman that's gonna know when to shut up, and he want a woman that can cook. And he said that those are his two preferences. So that's what Cam wants. I ain't gonna tell my wife she better cook nothing else. That she better shut up. So Cam ain't gonna get me in no trouble over there. So watch yourself, Cam. I got it right, honey.
All right, Coach Rob DeLoach, what's your thoughts with regards to Cam?
Well, Cam kind of got himself in a net, but he tried to wiggle his way out. I understood what he was saying because I grew up with mother and grandmother, and I kind of understood that everybody stayed in their lane. It's basically what he was saying, But if you didn't grow up in that environment, especially in the South, most people had no understanding. But Cam is Cam. He has the platform to say those things, and he accepts the criticism whether we like it or not. Just who he is. He's a little different, but you like what you like.
He a little different because he got that Savannah in him. That's why Julius Hall said he don't get a pass. He got Savannah. That's Savannah right there.
He don't have no Savannah in him. No, that's not giving him that much credit.
His mama from Savannah?
Yeah, but if he was from Savannah, he would have one of these right here on deck.
That's right. He don't have
and in fact, and his mama family, they are evangelists. They are evangelists, so that's why they don't engage in that type of stuff.
And Savannahans don't dress like that.
Oh, and his daddy now is also a minister too. Cecil's also a minister too. Right. Cecil got cut.
Exactly.
Well,
so
we'll buy Cecil some chicken wings.
Oh Lord Jesus. We'll move on. We'll move on. Allison Felix, one of the great track stars. This is her last year. This is her last season running. So Allison Felix, what's your thoughts with regard to that, Coach Rob DeLoach?
I think that's Allison has set the tone for women in track and field. They didn't provide it. Nike didn't support her in the Olympics last year, so she went out and created her own brand, which is good, which is great for women, especially at her level where she's competed and been a world champion, a national champion. I think it's great for Allison, to let these young girls know you can do it, and then go out on your own. You go out the way that you want to go out. You control your own destiny.
Yes. All right.
Allison Felix.
All right. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know. I can only imagine.
You thought I was frozen. Okay, but anyway, I was not frozen. I think that I'm gonna speak for all the men in sports that loves to watch track and field sports. I'm gonna speak for all the men that go to these events and watch it on television. We're gonna miss you, Allison.
Lord, especially in the starting blocks.
In the starting block and running down the finish line. We're gonna miss you, Allison. So that's all I can tell you. If I'm ever I don't know where she's living at now. She might be in California or Atlanta. That's the only place that everybody lives now.
And I can honestly say to everyone who's watching the show, I had never thought of that response coming from Julius Hall. I had never thought that was going to come from him, but it happens. I never know.
All the men,
right. I know. I did not even realize that. I did not because I don't even know. We come up with the topics. I have one little thought in my mind, but that tells me that I don't have the same. My mind is not straight because again, okay. Allison also said that she's running for women. She said she's running for women. Her daughter, that's what she's doing. She's running for empowerment. So again, mad respect for her because she's doing it. And she's running for joy. So yes, she's doing it. And like Coach Rob DeLoach said, when they didn't support her, she did her own thing. We made it happen. Julius Hall, Julius Hall spoke on behalf of all the men in the world, Allison, that we're gonna miss you.
Especially in the starting blocks.
See, Coach Rob, no. We watch the men to see who's the fastest man in the world.
Right.
We watch the women to see who had the flyest outfit on. We watch the women's tennis not to see whether Venus or Serena went. We wanted to see the cat suit, whatever they had on.
Yes, Dr. Jamal.
I had never known that. I tell people I'm a little naive, so I guess I've definitely been naive about all this right here. I've been naive to America. I'll let y'all know I've been naive, but I kind of missed. I didn't know. I don't know. I'll just move on right now.
That's what happens. You go to private school.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't teach you that. Private school, you didn't hang out under the trees with the guys watching the girls walk by in tight jeans.
No, and he didn't wear Yales and Metro, and he didn't wear Metrics and Yale slacks.
Oh,
duck hairs in a white shirt.
With a towel.
Yeah.
Stuffing up with a towel.
Yes. Long sleeve.
And what is so sad, this topic that we get into is involving private schools, and this again it's a variation of our what we're going to do. Mamas and daddies, don't let private schools use your babies. Mamas and daddies, don't let private schools use your babies. And we're gonna throw this on the Coach Rob DeLoach. Then we're gonna go to Coach Julius Hall, and it's with regards to private schools getting our people over there, our young people over there, and the treatment that they receive over there, and then how the parents sometimes tend to feel about it. So, what's your thoughts about that, Coach Rob DeLoach?
Parents, it's a great topic. If they do the numbers on how much it costs in 4 years to pay to go to private school, you could pay to go to the University of Georgia or Alabama, because that's where they think their kids going to play athletically. So you look at the tuition that they're paying, then you can save that money, go to the public schools, work hard, do your schoolwork, and you can save that money to be able to send them to college. The private schools are basically using these kids for their own good, and more so with sports. They don't talk about academics. They don't promote that. There's no sign up there talking about we got the top academics in the country. There's no metric to that. Only thing hanging is state championships, region championship, banners. No academics. So if you want to pay for that, then that's your decision. But we all know that most of these kids that go to private school are not over there because they're smart. They're over there because they can play some type of sport.
And this is going to be a topic. We're going to do a little round robin with regards to this. So, Coach Julius Hall, we're not throw it over to you with regards to this.
Well, if you're talking about, I think that you shouldn't let anybody use you. You shouldn't let anybody use you. Here's Mr. Ben True.
Hey man, you know where I was at, Julius. You better tell him where I was at.
Yeah, we were all in a meeting just now about our football helmet. See, we real sports guys too now. We doing something outside sports. So when we finish that up, we're gonna bring this Ebony Sports Reporters on to the next level, right next to Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp.
Well, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to get some. We're gonna have to invest in some video cameras, and we got to get a location.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get all that done.
Let's go.
Hey, but listen, hold on. Stay away from barbershops, because I've heard that if LeBron catch you in the barbershop, he'll come at you. So we're leaving them alone right now. But anywhere else, we can do it.
We're going. Wow. You know where they sell lemon pepper wings.
That's a good spot. That's a good spot for us to host.
At the end of the day, the greatest, from what I've seen, the best place is you find a nice open area in a nice home. It don't got with some nice comfortable chairs with the lighting. Man, that's what everybody's doing right now, man. That's some of the best I've seen. It's just casual, nice lighting. I mean, look, man, we on the freaking we by the water, man. We can find, y'all know some people that got a spot that let us come in there once a week.
Oh yeah, we'll get all that done. We'll get all that done. But back to the question, parents, if you're gonna let them use your kid in a private school, then get paid for it at least. That's all I can say. They using you, so get some money for it. Just don't let them take your kid and use them and make the school one of the top schools in the country or the state, and you don't get nothing out of it. That's my answer to it. Before
I throw it on out to Ben Troop, I'm gonna say this right here. So Ben Troop, Julius Hall was on the call. They all had a meeting or something with regards to the helmet. Once again, I'm gonna let it be known, and this is a wonderful for me to go and say this. I have been invested with Julius Hall since I was at Savannah State. And he's trying to leave me out of the helmet deal, but I ain't going. That's it. Me and my attorney going to talk about this right here. So be true. So I'm going to let you know that when you just said that, that's why I just like that.
Hold on for a second. Because see, number one, I got to say this. I don't know what the hell y'all be talking about on the weekend with these threads. Y'all need Jesus for real. Like I don't know what y'all talking about. I cannot keep up with y'all. First Coach Rob saying I don't get up till after 10 o'clock, so don't say nothing to me. y'all get to talk about high schools. I said, these boys, I just want to respond, okay, because I don't know what y'all talking about. I really don't.
So, all right, but I'll come back to the helmet another time, but I'll put it out there publicly. So I got investment. So what it is, topic is mamas and daddies. Don't let your babies be used by the private schools. We're talking private schools because we're going to do a round robin because I will throw some stuff out there too about some of these private schools here, and y'all going to probably say some more about it. So what's your thoughts on that, about our kids going to private schools and participating in their athletic teams?
I'm a product of public school. I don't know too many kids went to private school, and I was always told the kids go to private school when they got rich parents. That's what rich people send their kids. It's not even about the school itself. It's almost like you going with if I live in this neighborhood, I make this certain dollar amount. Where y'all kids go? Who your landscaper? But last time I checked, the best to ever do it, that my daddy said, boy, I will start paying for school when everybody pay for it. Last time I checked, school is free. My daddy said, I am not finna send you to school to get C's. I am not doing that. So I just think that for me, I feel like what Deion Sanders said, we only know about these big schools because of the players that went there. If Deion don't go to Florida State, it ain't what it is. If a young man last name Deloach don't go to Florida, so we make the programs as long as we keep thinking. Because this was really crazy. I go to the school, and if I ain't giving the extra money, if I'm only giving the money for the school tuition, and I ain't giving the extra money, that way when I talk, people listen. They ain't gonna listen to me. I'm gonna pay you to still treat me like a certain way. Not happening. Not happening.
And they pay for it.
Yeah. So listen, Bennett. I don't want to throw no names. Let me. All I'm saying is the schools that you pay the schools that you pay to go to, right? That coach, they look at your child way different. And if I can't get a head coach to pick up my call after hours, I'm not paying who? Not me. So I don't do what you do, but I don't think it's worth it, man. I look at percentages. If 85, 90% is public school, and why do I want to send my kid somewhere to where he's the minority even more? Again, I'm sending him somewhere or her somewhere to where forget it take all day to get the sports. What they got to deal with during the day? Hey man, your daddy got a job. Both of your mama and your daddy in the house. What's your name again? I don't think it's worth the experience that they got to go through just to be on a team that ain't gonna win it all no way. And even if they do, and all you're doing is making sure that head coach go from $100,000 a year to $200,000 because they ain't governed by the state of Georgia. They do what they want. So that ain't me. That ain't for me.
All right. So now I said this is a round robin, and this is what's going to happen right now because this is something that is controversial. We had shared this on one of the other Ebony Sports Reporters show. I had said through a topic out there about there's an arms race going on right now, an arms race with regards to private schools, with regards to young people coming and not playing for them. So what's your thoughts with regards to this? That now it's not parents paying to go to the schools, but now the private schools now will go and do some tuition for them, or they even go to some parents and say, can you pay a little bit? And so some parents going to try to come even a little bit, but then some parents say, no, I can't pay nothing. So now they have excuse me, let me say this. Your child who is a star on their team, and then what eventually happened, your child gets signed, but the other parents, little Billy or little Heather or little Chet or little Chipper, don't get anything, and they're looking and they're jealous and they're mad. So I'm like, what's your thoughts with regards to that? Because I think some parents, when they now have, especially that stellar athlete child who now goes to that school, and some of the things y'all threw out there, that's something to come and play. But also when you now have them there, and how they treat it, and then how they, even when they're signing on signing day, how some of them look. And I think Coach Rob DeLoach has been in some of them situations where he is seeing how some of the private schools, again, Heather's mom and dad, Chipper's mom and dad, and Fredo's mom and dad are looking like, how in the world did Ben and Julius get this scholarship? How they signing with Northwestern? How they signing with Wake Forest? How they signing with Florida State? How they signing with UGA? And Chipper been in the schools, been at at, let's say, Tompkins Christian Academy since they were in pre-K. So I'm just throwing that. What's your thought? I'm doing that. Coach Rob DeLoach, what's your thoughts? I know you've been at the table. You've seen some of that.
I've been on a call till 1 o'clock this morning talking about this. It's, you know, and that's the part that the parents are not educated on, is that your son and daughter, they get the sports, but they don't understand the psychological stuff that those kids have to go through, because every kid over there that hasn't been in that system from grade school to high school, they know you're only over there for sports. Even the teachers. I've experienced that at that school where they said, "Oh, you only over here because you play ball." And guess what I said? No, he is a young man. You called him by his first name, and if you can't do that, then we don't need this. And not enough parents are strong enough to say no, because they actually think they are getting something. That's not the real world. When you over there and you playing with some of the best kids in the area, and then, you know, Bumper's parents are looking around like, well, hold up. Bumper is not signing. Yes, because Bumper is going tubing. He's going on fly fishing. He's going on family vacation. Well, Marcus, he got to go out there and grind on Saturday and Sunday, because they're saying, hey, you can't do what Bumper and them do. We are paying you to go, and you go over there and you lift weights and you run and you come back, and you got to, each year you got to pay for the scholarship. They don't get the luxuries. The kids actually think they can compete. The parents know they have not put their kids in a situation to compete against the kids that they're recruiting to those schools. So the expectation can't be the same.
Right. And then also, there's some of the parents think that the schools are doing them a favor by even having their child there, when in actuality, and Ben shaking your head, now we're going to go to you, when in actuality, that stadium's getting filled because of your child. And it's thousands of dollars that's coming in. So I'm going to throw that on to Ben Troop. What's your thoughts with regard to that, Coach Ben Troop?
I don't get, the thing is, if somebody's coming to get me, but my mama, right, don't make with those other schools. So I go, all right, this 2022, we're a little bit more knowledgeable. So just say I want to play the game with them. I want to play the game with them. I say, all right, as long as you benefiting off of me, because you benefit more when I go to college. That's former so-and-so. So if I go to Florida for 4 years, whatever my mom, whatever job and house, because you got to help my mama get it. We ain't driving, you ain't busting me 45 minutes to the city so I can go play for you. No. My mama want to be closer. What you want to do, ma'am? Mama, tell them what type of job you want. Because now them connects y'all got, connect my mama over there, right? Because if we gonna do it, we gonna do it. All right, so we gonna play the game. That way, when the kid, listen. And if I go to said school for 4 years, my mama get to keep that job for 4 years. Now after that, is because I don't think people get the fact, all right, I'm here to play football, but I'm the best football player you got, though. And let's call it what it is. If I go to the University of Georgia, they got gymnastics, they got softball, baseball. It's about the football team. Why? Who get paid the most? Kirby. Who getting the most? Kirby. So that if I'm going to said school and you want to pay for me to come, how about this? I'll take it even a step further. If I got younger siblings, if I get a scholarship, they guaranteed to get one. It's like they grandfathered in. Because what that'll do is that'll say no. Because if you bring me to this school to give me a better situation, well, you got to give my people a better situation too. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna see how serious they are. They're gonna say, "Well, wait a minute, Mr. True, we ain't no." Said Coach X just got a contract extension. He ain't get that until I got here. I ain't see him get that. So if we gonna do that, because I think what it is if we gonna play the game with them, let's show them we know how to do it. If we gonna do it, but if not. Man, take your behind over here to one of these public schools and do the same thing. Say, listen, my son was going to go over here. He had a scholarship, but we came to this school. So how can we make this school, not like that one, but get it up to par? You don't believe me? There was the head coach of a school in Vidalia, Georgia, used to be at a school in Savannah, Georgia. And I know how that whole situation, all I'm saying is, listen, man, I'm not private school at all. I done heard some stuff about that private school, man. And all I'm saying is, I could, if my kid want to go to private school, number one, I'm like, how much is tuition? I said, well, I ain't never paid tuition before. I went to college for free. So I don't know about paying for no school, man. So all I know is if we're going to play the game, take care of the whole fam. If you're going to take care of me and those come behind me, I can go there. Listen, and that's if I go to college or not. See, if I go to this school, my brothers and sisters get to go, whether I go to college or not. If you can do that and you can get my mom's a job and you can move us close to the city, then we can talk. If not, nah, man, I'm going to take my chances with the school I'm at. Because if they ain't taking care of your fam, man, because they're going to fake treat you good because you helping them do something. But if my mama come up in the building, they shooing her, no, I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with that. So I would just play the game. If you're going to play the game, if not, I've seen too many every year. If we look at the 9-1-2, count how many went to private school. That's going to the next level. You count on one hand. One hand. So, yeah.
And well, I share this with you. At least a report that I've gotten that there is a private school that has done that for someone. They said, guess what? We will admit your sister. You will get your sister admitted to the school also because we want you. We are so desperate for you. We want to get it. And so that's what goes on. So some of these parents, not what we talk about, and now I'm saying Coach Rob DeLoach understands that some of these parents don't realize that they don't realize the real power that they have. And been throwing some things out there that, again, some of these parents don't realize because what happened when those people are in the stands, they're paying $10, $15 a ticket. So that's 3,000 people there for them home games. Then they're selling concession stuff. Then they're selling T-shirts. They're selling paraphernalia. So your child's bringing in thousands of dollars that supersede what their tuition even is. So it doesn't matter. But the parents don't think. Some of them don't realize it. So Coach Julia Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to this?
Same thing I said last time. Get your money. Don't let them use you. You got to have some agents. I guess we need agents now. Rob DeLoach and Ben, y'all need to be local agents to deal with these parents and the coaches and the school so you can get everything you get. Okay, my grandchild is just born. If my son come play for you, you got to go ahead and put into a contract that tuition to be paid for him also. You know what I'm saying? You got to get some deals. That's what agents are for.
You got to get something. You got to get something in writing. And think about this: you got all the leverage. Like you have it all. Meaning, that's right. Okay, if they say no, well, dude, y'all came looking for me anyway. Y'all came looking for me. Right. My kid was gonna go to said school, and this is what you really do: non-disclosure agreements. Hey, whatever we talk about, if it get out, I ain't said nothing. So you better tell your people to shh, because when it happened to y'all, it don't get out. When y'all do stuff, we do not hear about it. So the same, I'm telling you, look, man, you can't be timid. See, the reason why Coach DeLoach, the reason why he's respected, because he's a stand-up, and if you can't say it, you can't talk to me any kind of way. You can't talk to my kids any kind of way. And that's something that we need to start doing. Meaning, if a said mother, it's gonna be a single mother, so they're gonna pray on her. She's a single mother, they're gonna pray on her with her son. And we're gonna say, no, I'm gonna say, listen, Mom, you got a checklist. They got to check off everything on that list before you even consider the sign. Please don't sign nothing when you in there. Because I said, listen, tell them they don't know. I'm going to have my lawyers read it. They don't know you got no lawyers.
No.
Tell them because you got it, man. Listen, man, you ain't faking it. You got that perception because at the end of the day, they sitting there talking about your child behind closed doors saying, how do we get him? That's what they doing.
Got to have
a closed mouth don't get fed. If you don't ask for it, you ain't gonna get it.
Use that leverage, man. Leverage is something that most people will never have in life. If your child has leverage, and make sure that if you and daddy don't get along, y'all need to get along for this. Don't go and act because y'all are ruining it for them. Be civil for one meeting if you can. And like I said, man, because at the end of the day, Arch Manning, the grandson of Archie Manning,
yes.
Whatever school he go to, don't you think they got to give him a bag? They got to give him something to go.
And he's not that good.
What is already being said? That he's going to have an NIL deal that's going to be $1 million.
Listen, that's laughable. He might get more than that.
Yeah, right now they're saying
he might not even be the best quarterback.
No, he's not.
But that name,
right.
It means so. But listen, but it's the thing though. We got to look at our names the same way.
Exactly.
Because if we don't, we can't expect them to. They can be like, Ben, who you think you is? You want my kid, don't you? That's who I am.
Yes.
And you better hurry up because my time is valuable. So what's up? The price just went up. Because see, don't let them waste your time, man. I just think that, man, private schools, man, private is another name for we make our own rules. We don't want to let nobody tell us what we can and can't do. Coaches at private schools, that's all they do, coach. They don't teach.
No.
And they making six figures.
Off of your son.
So I said, well, listen. I go, you making six figures? Yeah. I said, we do like they do it. Hey, man, what's that neighborhood we saw? Yeah, we want to live in that neighborhood. We want them to see us in that neighborhood. And we want them to say something. I mean, why not, man? If you're going to listen, man, the greatest thing you're going to ever have is your child. That's the greatest asset anybody going to ever have. And you mean it? And if my child got to go through what he is, they going to go through something in there now. No matter what they tell you, if they got to get something for it. So my child got to get a scholarship, and when he leave, I think he should get some type of going away present, some type of going away compensation. I think that should, we'll discuss. Because if not, man, I'm telling you, we doing ourselves such a disservice, man, when it comes to that stuff. And I don't go to Florida if I can't play football. That's fine. But I went for free. I went. And I'll do it again. But the thing is, Kalen DeLoach didn't go to Florida State. That's who we chose over everybody he had. Man, I could have went anywhere. I chose y'all. That got to mean something, man. That's got to mean something. So we got to treat these private schools. Every time they don't get a Kalen DeLoach, they say, we got to get the next one. Because they got a reputation too now. They got to get them. And they got to look like this. They got to look like this. One of them got to look like this. Because if not, I mean, Florida State, Florida, Georgia, PWIs. Who was their biggest ambassadors? Black people. Every last school like that. Every last one of them.
Yep.
We're gonna move on because we got some other stuff because we don't be on here not no 2 hours. But again, I'm just sharing with it, throw it out there. So what was designated last year out of the 50 states and the District of Columbia, it was the best high school football teams of each state, and it's tied to, again, is historical with regards to which one, and it was Titletown, USA here in Georgia, Titletown, USA, and this is the Valdosta High School Wildcats, that black and gold. What's your thoughts with regard to that? Valdosta High School Wildcats, Titletown, who have won 24 state championships since 1940. Coach Julius Hall.
If you won 24 state championships since 1940, you've been playing some ball. You got to give it to them. We grew up hearing about Valdosta.
Yes.
They had a college stadium when we were playing on the dirt fields. That was the high school that you thought was a college. If you go down I-16 now heading to Atlanta, you're going to see that stadium sitting on the side over there lit up. So hey, ain't nothing I can say about it. They deserve that title for a while.
All right, and we go. Ben True, what's your thoughts on Valdosta High, Titletown, USA?
Man, they got they on Netflix. That's all I got to say. They on Netflix. If you want to see who they are, they on Netflix. I'm just saying, if it don't get much more validation than that, right? So they on Netflix, and you talk about Titletown, Valdosta State, they ain't far from that either. They're not that far from that either. So that whole city is on lock. Them boys on, listen, them boys on Netflix showing boys eating in the lunchroom. You see what I'm saying? So they got kids coming from California to play at Valdosta, and they ain't even play the whole season. So, hey, man, if you don't like it, man, get you a Netflix special. They got them one.
All right. Coach Rob DeLoach, Valdosta High. Don't Wildcat.
We went to Valdosta one time for football, and those high school kids look like Ben Troop. We were scared to get off the bus. So we were looking for, hey, we said we didn't come up here to play no college football. We came to play high school football. So, hey, they they earned the respect, and they actually called. I think they was actually the first Death Valley.
Yeah, they were. They were the first Death Valley.
So when you got, when you come to play football on Friday night lights in Death Valley, hey man, you just trying to get out of there healthy. They was on a whole nother level. So man, all respects to Titletown down there in Valdosta, Georgia.
All right. Now, one area they'll be a little mad, but they're lacking a little bit. Warner Robins, because Warner Robins, getting a little close.
Hey, Warner Robins nice now, and Northside Warner Robins. Northside of that
yeah. And so now we move on. What happened? Clayton Kershaw was pitching a perfect game, but they pulled him in the 7th inning. What's your thoughts on that, Ben DeLoach? What's your thoughts on that? They pulled him.
Oh man, that's I mean, pitching a perfect game, man. That's almost impossible nowadays, in baseball, because most of them only pitch 3 innings, and then they got a middle reliever, then they got another middle reliever, then they got a reliever. But he was in a rhythm, and for whatever reason, the pitching coach decided, and the head coach decided that hey, it wasn't worth the risk. It's a long season. I guess that was their thoughts, but man, when the guy's humming like that, you got to let him finish it out.
Yeah, and Ben, what's your thoughts on that?
He could have been number 22. I think it's only been like 21 pitchers to ever throw a perfect game.
24.
And the thing is, too, people go, what do you play a sport for? I play a sport to be the best, but I play a sport to make history. Like, that's the one thing that stands out, right? Like, Kobe, 81 points. I mean, most people didn't see, most people didn't see the 100-point game. So, and the thing is, if you Clayton Kershaw, people say, but he's done it all. He ain't never done that. And he could have added to that. When people say, that was one of those, man, where were you when what were you doing when? It's not the job of a manager to take a player out when he's doing that. Like, come on. I need 6 more outs, man. 6? Come on. If that's the case, take me out in the 5th. Don't take me out in the 7th.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, Clayton Kershaw gonna say all the right things, but behind closed doors, he was cussing it, boy. He was doing all kind of stuff, man.
Because you get money, incentive. You get incentives when you get things like that.
Yeah. And Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts on that?
You don't really want to hear mine, because see, these guys get millions and millions and millions of dollars to go on the field and to throw their bodies out there in some type of way, in football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer. They're getting paid. Look what this crazy thing they just gave to Carter yesterday. $40 million a year. He ain't worth $4 million a year. But you're going to take this guy, and he got about to pitch a perfect game, and you take him out, he's getting paid probably $20 million a year. If his arm go out, he all right for the rest of his life. If his arm go out, he got enough to repair it. And a lot of pitchers go out with these cuffs and everything, with their shoulders and everything. But this guy is a great pitcher. He's one of the greatest ever. Let him pitch. That's what the fans are paying for.
That's what you're paying for.
All right. Now, this is going to be a little controversial also, and some of y'all might be scared to say something about it, because I know when we throw some of this up, y'all get a little scared. Should the basketball goal, the rim, should it be lower for women basketball players? Should we bring it down to say 9.5 feet or 9 feet? Should we do that? Coach Julius Hall, we come to you first.
Hell no. They dunking that. Hell, they dunking. They got some girls play better than the boys. What you gonna lower the rim for? The rim is 10 foot. The rim is 10 foot. Are they gonna change football rules? No. Did they change soccer rules? Ain't nothing different than soccer. Softball, the only thing is they don't have a fast pitch. No.
Softball, there is a difference in softball.
Yeah.
Softball, the field is shorter and the ball is larger. What they are saying, just like you talk about dunking, they're saying that women will be able to dunk even more if the rim is lower. If it is lower, So I'm just throwing it out there. That was some people saying, and they say that's why people like basketball. They like to see that, and a lot of women are not able to dunk. You got very few who can dunk, but they say more will be able to do it if you bring it down. Coach Ben True, what's your thoughts on that?
Nah, you don't lower no rim. It's not gonna be you don't do something. You do things that's gonna make a significant change throughout the whole sport. If the amount of women dunking now, they can't dunk a 9.5 either. They're not gonna be dunking 9.5. Like, and the whole thing about it, when we say the word dunking, I'm not talking about fast break dunking. We think it's gonna be like if you in the not to compare to the NBA, but you're in the NBA, if you're in the lane, you can get dunked on. That's not if they're not dunking. And the thing is, look, we don't need to compare one to the other. It's not the same. It's the same game. It's not the same thing. If we looking for more excitement, look, man, you got to watch more of the game. You're gonna get more fundamentally sound basketball when you talk about women because they can't dunk. But guess what? It's NBA players that can't dunk. Like, I mean, you see what I'm saying? So no, don't lower no rim. The basketball is already smaller, right? Leave it alone. Because I will tell you this: for all the fellas that think they can hoop, who do you think women basketball players practice against? They practice against men. They do not practice against women. But don't lower it. And this is the thing: for you men out there that can't dunk, you can't dunk a 9.5 either. So get on out of there with that too. Get on out of there with that.
All right, Coach Rob DeLoach, what's your thoughts on that, Coach?
Yeah, I'm all in agreement. Do not lower the goal. The women's game is exciting. I think it's probably the most viewed game this past for college sports. No, just enhance the game, speed up the game, just make it more athletic. And you see these young ladies are way more athletic than they were 5 years ago. The mere fact that we even talking about girls dunking at basketball, is a subject in its own. But just goes to tell you, they work on their craft. And when we talk about next level, it's only 144 women in the WNBA, and it's only a few of them that are playing above the rim. But like Ben say, the fundamentals of the game is passing and bounce passing that ball and moving without the ball and shooting shots. That's a beautiful thing to see in women's sports. We don't need the Steph Currys and the LeBron James in the women's game. That's just my opinion. I like the beauty of the sport and the direction that it's going. Now, if you want to change something, let's change them uniforms for them women in basketball and make them more like the track athletes. And then, we'll get way more viewership.
And I had said to myself,
put some glitter on their numbers. Get them like the gymnastics, put glitter on their uniforms, and let them play in onesies.
It's sports bras.
Yeah.
And to everyone's looking, I had a sneaky feeling something like that was going to be said, but I thought that we were getting close to the point where I was going to be able to move on to the other topic. But then he did it. He brought it on up because what he and Julius Hall had said earlier about Allison Felix, I had a sensation. I had some intuition. So, but we're gonna move on to this right here. Oh my God, the next topic. Oh my God, I'm even scared. Oh my God. Ben Troop, the newly hired coach for Grambling volleyball team, she cut everybody. What's your thoughts on that? But I'm so afraid right now because two other people, I know they like the volleyball uniforms, but that ain't see that. Oh God. Ben Troop, what's your thoughts with regard to the new coach for Grambling? She cut everybody.
Like everybody's gone. Like she don't have no players.
She cut all players. She cut them all.
Listen. Somebody must have said the wrong thing, or all of them must have said the wrong. Can she? Well, obviously she could do that, right? Well,
yes,
do they got the transfer portal with volleyball too?
Yeah, it's non-revenue generating sports, so they don't hold them. They don't hold those kids responsible for transfer portal when they're not generating any funds.
Okay, yeah. Well, look, at the end of the day, she probably looking at them like, listen, we already ain't making money for the school, and y'all got nerve. Y'all got nerve to come up in here. How do you what do those ladies go home and tell their parents? You had one thing to do: keep your mouth closed and go out there and play. And talking to, hey man, look, Grambling trying to make news. I mean, Hugh Jackson already was hiring the wrong people to be offensive coordinators. Grambling they're trying to compete with Jackson State. At Jackson State, they getting new stuff every day. Deion Sanders, he's more famous than the school. And now Grambling, they're getting rid of all the players. And hey man, may God bless them. But I will say this. Volleyball do got some nice units, man. They are nice. They are nice, man.
What? I think it should be a universal uniform for all women to be those softball uniforms.
No, they are nice. Listen, I respect the ladies, but I mean, my goodness. That's why I watch.
Ben Troop, you need Jesus.
That's why I ain't watching. Listen. I ain't watching volleyball right now. I mean, if you catch somebody watching volleyball on TV and you say, "Hey man, what team is this?" I don't know. You know why you don't know? You don't. You don't
Thank you for verifying that. Thank you for verifying that.
No, I'm just saying. All I'm saying. Listen. This lady said, why do men in the South say Lord have mercy so much? I said, have they ever said Lord have mercy to you? She's like, no. Well, we say it all the time. You don't know what it's from. Lord have mercy.
Can I go next?
That's why I'm coming to you. You know I do the rotation. That's why I was coming to you.
Okay, listen. She got exactly what she was looking for the Ebony Sports Reporters to put it on their show. This is a publicity stunt. She's a new coach with no players. What does that mean? No job security for her. Are you crazy? She can't. This is a publicity stunt. If she ain't got no players, she ain't got no job.
She going to the transfer portal. That was she indicated. She like, listen, she like, no, I'm going to the transfer portal, and I got people who will come. That's her thoughts. And thank God we'll move on. You ain't said nothing about the uniform. Thank God about that, or beach volleyball, stuff like that. Because I'm just saying, Coach Rob DeLoach. I'm praying to God you do the right thing.
They should have universal uniforms with
God.
Like the beach volleyball girls. It should be indoors. They should all wear the same uniform. And then I think they get more viewership. But in regards to the young lady, the head coach, she probably came in understanding that, hey, you need to make change. She just didn't come in volunteering and just got rid of all of the kids. She was the fall woman to make those decisions because evidently they want to change the direction. So it's not about her securing a long-term contract, but she may survive 1 or 2 years, and then once they get the program where they want it to be, then they may let her go. But it's always going to be a fall person. Somebody's got to make that decision. They probably weren't winning any games. The girls weren't investing in getting better. And now that the schools are getting some publicity, they want to be able to compete too. So what she's going to do, she's going to go out and get some girls, and she may have some Caucasian girls from some of these other schools at HBCU that's going to get a ride to play volleyball because that's what
Latino, right? Mm-hmm. Right, Latino and all. That's right.
So if you can't go to LSU, guess what? You come on down here to Grambling and play some volleyball, and that's probably she may have a contact with an AAU volleyball club. So we're gonna hold that thought, and we're gonna see how this goes throughout the season.
And the sad thing for you all, the coach, she is an attractive sister. And
I think the coaches should be the women coaches should be wearing the same uniform.
There you go.
As the kids.
You go.
Oh God.
Touchdown.
We had 1 minute. We have 1 minute for each one of you on this subject matter because we had some other thing. James Harden said he has nothing to prove. He has nothing to prove. Coach Julius Hall, James Harden says he has nothing to prove. And also, in this 1 minute, also they say that Ben might be back for the Nets. Go ahead. What's your thoughts?
Well, James Harden has a little to prove. To us sports people, we know he's a great basketball player. But the fans in Philadelphia don't give a damn about that. The fans in Philadelphia want him to produce or be shipped out. So he needs to understand that he needs to play his heart out and leave it all on the court. Ben Wallace coming back, Where to Alabama?
Ben Simmons.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Okay.
Yeah, right. Coming back for the.
They said he'll be back about the 4th game or so. They might be already down 3-0 at that time. So I don't know. We'll see.
Ben True.
That's my team, man.
Yes,
so James Harden played for OKC. He done played for Houston. He done played for Brooklyn. Now he played for Philly. And he ain't got nothing to prove. So what the hell he play basketball for? What are you talking? What is he talking about? Like what? I'm saying, like what is James Harden talking about? Like I'm serious. Like I ain't got nothing to prove. What? Yeah, yes you do. And number 2, please don't talk to me about no Ben Simmons. Like I listen, until Ben Simmons gets back on the floor, I don't want to hear the fact that Ben Simmons can still play basketball with what he did in Brooklyn. Listen, Ben Simmons. Great player. When he out there, great two-way player. Problem is, you ain't seen him in a while. So, Ben Simmons, man, you got plenty of money. Do your thing, sir. But he was the number 1 pick in the draft. You know what he helped LSU do? Not make the tournament. Man, get out of here, man. I don't want to hear Philly deserve better than that, man. Philly deserve better than that.
Oh, my God. So, question, Coach Bobby Loach, what's your thoughts on that, Coach?
We're closing out. You know, I don't blame Ben Simmons. It's the people that's paying Ben Simmons. So if Ben Simmons can continue to collect the bag with low performance, then hey, I ain't mad at Ben. I mean, I'm not mad at James Harden. On regards to Ben Simmons is who he is. He's been the same kid from Canada, out of high school, that was privileged, went to LSU, thought he was all that. Now he in the NBA with the same attitude. He's never worked on his game, and the NBA don't miss him. And he light skinned.
He's from Australia, Coach. He's from Australia. But some people go on
Canada,
say
all of that same to me.
it's all the Commonwealth. But the thing with people that are out there say he's not even doing 5-on-5. So how can he even come and help the Nets with regards to any of this? So again, that's what, as Julius Hall said, publicity. And so this has been Ebony Sports Reporters. And again, we will not bring up any subject matter that will have anyone talking about the uniforms of women anymore.
I think it should be a universal uniform at the hospitals.
What?
At McDonald's. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Here's the thing, though. We got this in the Ebony Sports Reporters. I get it. How you know it ain't another Sports Reporters with an all-women cast talking about what men wear and all that kind of stuff?
I welcome that. We can sit next to each other and talk about sports.
Yeah, okay, but they should wear nothing but Warrior stuff. Just Warrior gear. That'd be fine. Warriors.
Who is that? Who is the Warrior?
Ben.
Yeah, at Checkers.
V. Jenkins High School. Heaven V. Jenkins High School, Ben.
Hey,
man, I don't know about no Savannah, Georgia like that, man. Y'all always talk about the Savannah school.
No, that's not Savannah school,
Georgia, and Augusta, Georgia.
That's not a Savannah school. That shirt came from China. They meant to print the Raiders on there.
Coach Julius Hall. Mr. Producer, Coach Julius Hall. Are we supposed to be ending right now? Because again, this gets a little. Because the stuff I'm about to hear come out his mouth right now, I can only imagine. It's gonna probably be Remy Martin, other stuff like that.
You already know. Hey, Ben, call me after this call if you got a chance.
All right.
Good night.
All right.
See y'all tomorrow with our 4 shows on tomorrow night.
Yes.
Tomorrow starting at 1:00. Good night, everybody.
All right.
like that.